Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. And so today we're talking about profit and loss statements. In a previous broadcast, I talked about, 5-point midpoint review, right? Where you take we're at the end of the second quarter, and really you should do this quarterly, but definitely at least twice yearly to look back over your finances, look at the financial health of your business, like what's really going on here. And so one of the things that I mentioned is, are you operating in profit? And that's what a profit and loss statement comes in. So I'm going to talk about today so you can really understand, what a profit and loss statement is and why it's important in your business. Okay. Because one of the things that I can tell you is this: in the online marketing industry and in the home business industry, you don't hear this talked about a lot. And the fact is that if you are really doing what you're supposed to do to grow your business, and if you want your business to really and truly support your livelihood, like I really know that sounds good to say, but if you really and truly want your business to support your livelihood, which means it's paying your mortgage, your utilities, and buying your cars and all of that stuff, if that's where you want your business to be, then you need to understand, these terms of profit and loss, cash flow, and all of that, because that is what's going to help you pay your bills and, and be able to function and make good decisions about your business. So look at it like this. So especially on the internet, right? Here's somebody, woohoo! I had a $10,000 month. Praise the Lord, right? But then that $10,000 month is only half of the story. Then the question becomes, how much did you have to spend of that $10,000 in order to make $10,000, right? So if you made $10,000 and you had to spend nine, where you're only in profit $1,000. Or if you made $10,000 and you had to spend 12, then you're operating at a $2,000 loss. So, so to have someone say, okay, well, I made X amount, doesn't really talk about what the profit and loss is in that area of their business. And so that's why this is important. All right. So a profit and loss statement, by definition, it really determines how profitable a business is during a certain period of time. If your revenue is greater than your expenses, then you're at a net profit. Otherwise, you're at a net loss. Okay. So it really determines how your business is doing over a certain period of time. It shows you, a chronological record of what's happening in that business, like when you got paid, how much you got paid, which customers paid you. That now all of that detail is not in your profit and loss statement, but it'll show your revenue and your revenue and expenses over the time. And it also it serves to help establish the health of your business. Because like I said, if you are, let's take us for instance. So we're getting ready to move. We're moving to a new place. And so we're going to be renting when we first get there, right? And so they were asking for a W-2. I'm like, I don't have a W-2. So I had to supply them my profit and loss statement so that I can show them what my revenue, how healthy my business is. Am I making money or losing money, to help them determine whether or not, between my husband and I, do we have enough money to pay the rent on their property? Okay. And so this is going to be the same thing when it's time for you to go get loans for things and you have your business. You're going to have to supply your tax returns, because what you file on that tax return, that is what's considered gospel truth. And your profit and loss statement is that certain period of time. Now, so when you have your profit and loss statement together and you review this regularly, filing taxes is going to be a breeze, okay? Because you get to send this report to your tax person and they go through your profit and loss statement and boom, there you go. But unfortunately, what happens is most people have what? The shoebox of receipts. And then it's a nightmare because like, oh my gosh, and I got to go through all these receipts and stuff. But if you do this on a regular basis at tax time, it's going to be a breeze, versus being stressed out like, oh my gosh, I got to make the deadline, right? But if you're doing this regularly, then, then you'll be able to, to breathe during tax time. So, so to prepare a profit and loss statement, you're going to need a few things. Okay. So number one is you have to find your revenue, right? You got to know how much money you're making. Now, one of the things that I always tell my home business owners to do is that even if you've got all these multiple streams of income, you need to have that revenue consolidated into one place. So I know we got PayPal money, we got Stripe money, we got, these overseas like e-wallet money, we got money that's going right into the bank account money, right? So but what you want to do is you want to consolidate all of this revenue into one place so you know exactly how much money you're making. Okay, for your business. All right. I'm not talking about mixing especially if you're working a job, I'm not talking about your W-2 income. I'm talking strictly your business income. Because another thing that happens is when we have our full people with full-time jobs who are working part-time on their dreams, they're using their jobs to fund their business, but they're really not understanding like how much are they really running a profitable business, because we just mixing money up. They just know that a bill comes in, we got to pay it, and some money comes in, and great, but really not looking at these numbers. All right. Then once you find your revenue, you need to find your expenses. Like how much of this money coming in is going out, right? Like how much you paying for autoresponders? How much are you paying for tools that you're using? How much are you paying for advertising? Where is that money going? And then once you find your revenue stream, your revenue and where it's coming from, because that really is important, where the money is coming from, and then the expenses and where the money is going, you can then start to make wiser decisions about your business as a whole. Because if you are making $30 a month from a tool that you're spending $60 a month for, okay, is that really profitable for you? Or, is it just a bonus that you're getting $30 back? You have to make that decision. Okay. Because let's say you are spending $60 for a tool. Okay. You're only making $30 back in revenue, let's say from an affiliate program. Okay. Whatever. But if that $60 tool is also making you money elsewhere, then it makes sense for you to keep it. But if you're investing in something and it's not bringing in the revenue, then you need to shut it off. Okay. That's making good business sense. It's not personal, it's business. And then, from that, you can find your profit number. Like, okay, am I operating in profit this quarter? And if you're not, why? If you are, why? See, the thing that we have to understand is that as business owners, we have to know why the numbers look the way they look. Because when you know why, then you can start to make adjustments to either make the profit go up, or you might need to reduce the expenses, one of the two. Okay. And so that's what profit and loss statements do for you, is that they show you that snapshot of your business over time, a certain period of time, to let you know how you're doing over that time. Now, like I said, businesses have peaks and they have valleys. Okay. So if you're in a valley season, then you expect the numbers to look kind of funky. Okay. Because we need to know that about our businesses. But if you're at a peak season, you expect your numbers, you expect your profit number to be high and your expenses to be low in comparison. Okay. So and just to give you an example, so where your expenses might be 50% of your revenue in January, but let's say March, that you expect your expenses to be 20% of revenue. Okay. So you're expecting a major influx of revenue, but you're not really expecting your expenses to change. Okay. So that's what a profit and loss statement tells you about your business. It really tells you how the health of your business during that particular time. Okay. And if you do this regularly, at least quarterly, but at the bare minimum, twice a year. Okay. At the absolute bare minimum, twice a year, but you really should do this quarterly because that gives you, that tells you that just tells you how your business is doing. Like, why don't you want to know that? Okay. So how do you get this? Okay. Well, you can create your own. There's all sorts of accounting software that's out there. There's Wave that offers free accounting. There's FreshBooks. There's Xero. That's Xero. I think that's how you spell it. There's Zoho Books. There's QuickBooks. There's all sorts of accounting software out there that you can use to really start to assess the health of your business. And I highly encourage you to pick something. Okay. Because if you get started now, even if you're brand new in business, if you get started now maintaining this type of thing, then once your business grows, this will already just be a part of the process. What happens is, people don't pay attention to the accounting and bookkeeping piece until they go and boss out somewhere. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I made this much money, or I didn't realize. I had a client, y'all, that I talked to last night. And he was like, so, I was talking to my bookkeeper and I didn't realize I made as much money as I did. And I'm sitting here just kind of thinking, okay, why didn't you look? Like, did you not look at your bank account? Like, did you look at anything? But so it doesn't matter. Like, like people, take the word of the 7-figure earner as gospel. I'm here to tell you that is not true, because 7-figure earners can land in just as much tax trouble, if not more, than somebody who isn't. Because they don't have this part right, the bookkeeping and accounting part right in their business. Understanding what that profit and loss statement looks like, to be able to supply that so that your business can fund your life and your dreams, like for real. So we are in business to make money. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And you need to know how that money is performing in your business, period. Okay. So I hope this helps you out, gives you some food for thought. Go check out those different types of accounting programs if you don't have one. I'm connected with several bookkeepers that can offer assistance. So if you need that, let me know and I'll be happy to connect you with someone. Okay. But you got to start keeping some books. Okay. So thanks so much for tuning into Home Biz Tax Talk. Again, we air Monday through Friday, 9:00-ish, and you can come here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. Have a great day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.